Good morning and welcome to A-1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Wednesday, August 20th. Orders for the brother sale that come in today before 5 will be counted. I got Don, if you're watching, I got an email last night. I know you put her in, but what I'm saying is, I've had a couple of people reach out and say, I never heard from you. And you're copying emails that were obviously sent to me, but in Don's scenario, I never got the first email. So,
yeah, send us a note.
So send us a note if you haven't heard from me. And there are a couple of folks, like Ellie being one of them, that I sent a note to, where it appears that you haven't gotten my reply. Now my replies are short. It's like, got it, ordered, thank you. It's just acknowledging the order. But if you, and listen, if you sent something after 4 p.m. yesterday, 5 p.m. yesterday, I have not seen it. I will do that today. So don't panic as long as there's documentation by 5 o'clock tonight. But But Dawn's was interesting because she sent me a note and had copied the email that obviously was sent to me. The address was correct, but it was not in my inbox. So I'm not sure what really happened there.
Oh my God, I didn't even bring what I need. Okay.
Yes, dear.
Makes me angry.
So the other thing about the brother sale to remember is that we will be compiling more than likely through the weekend. So the order will go in probably on Monday, a week or two to get product. And before yesterday's 37 orders, there were 261 unique orders. We're going to end up, I'm guessing, 350 orders. That's going to take some time for us to get everything together and sent out. So, so it is, just please be patient with us. We'll move as quickly as we can. But, I was joking last year that the brother sale buried us for 2 or 3 months. A lot of that was because not all the product was available. I think most of the product is available and actively shipping right now, but it is going to take us several weeks to get through it.
Yes, sir.
Betty, if you're talking about my shirt, no, it's not. It's just a shirt. And Jeannie's shirt is a souvenir from
the Grateful Dead
show at the Sphere.
Yeah, if you put your order in, let's say today at what's the cutoff for?
5
p.m. and then you don't hear from us till tomorrow.
I'll get through it tonight.
Don't freak out.
I'm planning to get through everything by end of day, before I go to bed.
Yeah, and if you did your order a week ago and you didn't get a reply, and then you haven't heard, and then you just re-forward to us and the date's there, then
we're
fine.
not going to cut you out of
it's
the
going to take us, I say it'll probably go in over the weekend.
I said I've covered all this already.
Sorry, I was looking for my stuff that I can't find. That makes me really frustrated.
Story of my life.
Story of
your
my life. It's harder for me than it is for you. And it's hard for you too.
Is this a challenge? You're who has it harder?
No, I'm not like that. You might be like that, but I'm not like that. Okay. Oh, I have to show this to you again. I showed it to you yesterday, but we put it on ribbon, and now it looks even cuter. So just sign up for the event. I did buy a ornament holder because that's what they had in the picture, was this on an ornament holder, like a standing ornament holder.
Miss Bogey was the mysterious winner from last week.
For
Susan
jelly,
Susan Bogert.
Okay. Okay, those, those might be ready at the end of the week or beginning of next week. The jelly kits. So
What do you need
Susan,
to do to make that note?
I know. I had somebody's order on
Hey,
2 stickies.
Could you send an email to Jeannie Lindsay that just says Susan Bogert was the winner of the jelly
Won the
kit?
jelly kits. Poor Lindsay. When Graydon's here, I shout from anywhere in the store, Graydon, put this in the cart. Graydon, send me this email. And she's not here because she's back at school, so we've been bothering poor Lindsay. Anyhow, I didn't have a chance to stitch out the scarves last night because I did work on something. I'm gonna put this will all go back in my bag. Can you put it over there? And
All of this?
no, just the 2 things I handed
Okay.
you.
All right.
I'm starting this. So I think you've seen this design, but I've been percolating and thinking about it in my head. And I did start last night. And then I came in because I had a fail, but it wasn't like a horrible fail. So I'm working on this. I'm going to do this pumpkin, and then I'll do another one, and then maybe I'll do one pumpkin. I'll film it. I already started filming this one. So I don't know if it'll be a class or it'll just be filmed videos. But I started with and we're going to have a kit for this. So if you are thinking about doing these pumpkins, here's the kit. You'll get a 1/4 yard of each of these fabrics, and I think that's going to be enough. Yeah, that should be enough. Aren't they fantastic? These will be your colors. There's like 2 different grunges. Oh, 3 grunges, because grunge is the best. And then there is the orange, I think I did a Hoffman linen.
And this is called the freestanding quilt block pumpkins.
Yes. I've done them every year. I think I talked to you about this. And last year, I just got stuck because it was like so much product. I don't know if you've been doing freestanding with OESD for years and years and years. It really started out with very little product, and then they keep beefing it up and adding other things. And I get it
because
because
figure is like stuff starts to droop.
or squash, or it doesn't stand well. I'll have to show you the first nutcracker I did because it's so bad. I look at my stuff
He's
and
got
I go,
the Fenty fold.
oh, he kind of does. There's been a lot of growth with my sewing and like knowing what products to use. So I'm gonna work on that because I'm playing with the scan and cut and whether some of it we should even use the scan and cut. So I'm hoping to have that for you tomorrow. I started it last night. And then I had that fail because it didn't cut all the way through. I used my rotary cutter, and Michelle said a couple of things to me. You guys can you see the shape in there? I don't know if you can see it better here. It cut through the backing, but it didn't get all the way through the fabric. And I love having an expert to work with here at the store because Michelle's like, well, you could slow down your speed. That probably would have helped because instead of just going like this, it'll go slower and probably a little bit more deliberate. And then she said, I can run it twice. Don't play with your like pressure, like the cup depth or that stuff should be the last thing that you do. I was like, I'm going to do that because I've heard her say that many times, but I hit the wrong button in the end and I didn't save it. I didn't hit save. So save.
You can't cut it twice?
I could have, but I didn't save it. And then I
so
think
we
I
just have
moved
to
it a
cut
little
this one
bit.
out then.
I'm going to hand cut it. I think I have to write that down, hit the save button, because that's one of those things that I'm not very good at. So, do we have a pen here? Where's the
Probably
pen?
not. With chalk pencils.
Got a pen. So, hit the save, slow it down, run it twice. And Michelle was telling me how I could turn an old mat. So, if you have an old mat that doesn't stick very well anymore, you can use that contact sheet? What's it called? High contact support sheet?
Yes.
You can use a high contact support sheet, which is kind of like messy. Like it can be challenging to get on.
Fabric mats.
And it can turn your 24-inch into a fabric mat. It's that sticky. It's sticky as a fabric mat. So,
Once they do that, it's nothing else. Remember.
yeah, it's just going to be your 24-inch.
You are committed.
12
is
by
what-
24-inch fabric mat. So keep that ruined 24-inch mat and turn it into a fabric mat by using the high contact support sheet. So hit save, go slow, and run it twice. And maybe use the high contact support sheet. These are my notes to me, but you should be writing this down too.
Jeannie's on like a new phase where we've decided to be healthy. We by meaning she.
I hate healthy.
So
can you put it underneath the?
Why we have
where?
Wait, no, under it. Okay. I wanted to talk to you about OESD because OESD, you know what? I'm going to talk to you about it tomorrow because OESD has a program where in September, October, November, if you buy a certain amount, and usually it's $69. I think it's $69 retail. This is retail. You get a free design. So there's one with ornaments and cards. There's one with designs, and then there's one with something else. And I printed everything out, and I was going to show you today. But we're also doing a bunch of pre-orders. So I'm just trying to think. Normally, what I do this time of year is I have a spreadsheet, and I keep track of like your sales, your orders. So if you order this much, then I'll give you the September design. So I just want you to keep that in mind because I do have all of the Christmas designs up at a pre-order. We do them at 20% off. And I can apply it to your free designs. And the designs, they are so cute. Like there is, hello? What is up with these jars? Like when you talk.
Speak at the
a frequency.
At the resonant frequency of the jar. It's not that amazing.
It's amazing.
Science.
Well, it does a like. What would
it
you?
Starts ringing.
Yeah, it does like a ringing.
They can't hear
hello,
that,
hello.
but you can.
You hear me in space talking to the aliens.
Oh my god.
Oh man, it's distracting because you hear it. So I'm gonna show you. Do they have them up on their website?
You must have been a blast to have in like 8th grade science. You'd have been like.
I was a distraction. I got kicked out of my chemistry class because
I knew it.
I got kicked out and put into the other class because I can't stop talking. Violet was like, "I'm not standing next to you on the college tour." Because I couldn't stop talking to her.
Well, and then she also talked a lot to the tour guides. Like she was like the tour guide's bestie.
I'm super social and then super unsocial. I'm like super social, and then when I go home, I don't want to talk to anybody. And I don't want to.
Drained your social battery.
And I don't want to go anywhere. And I don't want to. We met some people, and they were like, "Oh, we should hang out." I was like, "Nope." I didn't say that to
Who
them.
is this?
I was like, "Nope." And you know what I say though? I go later when I'm not. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm hoping to.
Life doesn't work that way because you don't know if there's a later.
Patrick,
What?
there
This
is a
is
later.
true.
Now
This
I'm
is
going to
like-
have a later. Don't say that.
I'm not saying that you won't, but like you just keep putting stuff off and not doing it, going, "Oh, I'll do it next year." And next year, who knows? You got to do it now.
I got to work.
Well, you got to work, maybe not so much.
Yeah, I'm trying
You
to balance
ladies
that.
need to
No.
give her a break.
Have we read everything?
I think so.
What event
Paula,
is that from?
I totally spaced bringing that machine in this
Oh,
morning.
Paula, I have it. Yeah, and everything's still in the bag.
Yeah, everything's ready to
So-
go, but it's sitting in our house.
Donna said she missed yesterday. This is one of the stitch outs from Comfort and Joy. That is the first stitch out, and I will be stitching that with you. If you want to see again I wish I could show you all the real things, but I haven't. Last night I opened this up too, and I was like, should I do the scarf? But I was kind of tired, so I didn't do it. So this is one of the projects. It is a reef scarf. We're going to be stitching out both sides of that. And then another one is Michelle's going to be stitching both of the tea towels with you. So we have this tea towel, so cute. And then she's also going to be stitching out the Merry and Bright tea towel. And those towels are both included. So all of these projects and everything is included. Look at what I created for you. I made this spreadsheet of how you're going to cut your shape flex. And then she's going to be doing the Blizzard Bliss pillow with you. So it is a 2-day event. I mean, this alone, this was 86 minutes of stitching, not including cutting and the applique and then putting it all together. They wanted me to hand stitch the back, and I was like, not happening. Hot glue gun. Hot glue gun. Anytime I can get away with hot glue gun or steam light, that's how I do it instead of hand stitching. So that is, this is happening in October. October 8th and 9th is when we're going to be hosting that event.
And it's on the website?
It is on the website. Yeah, it is on the website. One of the advantages of doing it with us is we do include like all of the, you'll get all the pre-recorded videos, and then you'll get a recording of the class afterwards. And then you're also going to get, we do include all the stabilizer. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep doing that forever, just because it is, you guys know how much that is.
It's becoming a lot of
Yeah,
well,
it might
either that or
become
you have to change the price.
It might become, this is your price with stabilizer, and this is your price without stabilizer. I don't
That's
think
what you're saying, and that means that's what it needs to become.
that's probably what it's going to become, because, yeah. All right.
So let's talk about Angela Wolf. So we had several people ask about the Angela Wolf masterclass that's on the brother sale list.
I'm going to show him this.
It is the it is for the Luminaire. So so if folks have been wondering,
There's a stellar one, and
there's
then
a
there's
stellar
a
one,
Luminaire
and then
one.
the other one, which doesn't list the machine, is for the Luminaire. Great price on those. I don't think we've really done the Angela Wolf master classes, but we've heard they're great.
I've done some of her stuff. I've worked
You
through
did
her
some of the
Avenir one.
Avenir one, yeah. So so those are on there at a great price. I mean, they're normally like a couple $1,000, and I think they're $199 or $159.
Yeah, if you don't have a
something like
local dealer, if you don't have places that you're doing classes, it's a great resource for you, as long as you watch them. I mean, that really helps. I know I have bought things that I have not watched, so I want you to, if you do purchase it, promise yourself you're going to watch them and work through them.
We do carry hand sewing needles, and Kim, like, I would think one of two things is happening, and that is the way your fabric is hooped has moved the hoop vertically enough to cause the machine to think a different hoop is on there, and or your hoop sensor is broken. Where the machine's not recognizing the correct hoop, because if you're like fully off center, then
And always turn it off and back on again. I'm sure you started with
well,
that, but
and
that's
it'll
like the
it'll
easiest.
recalibrate every time. But if you're fully out of center, that means the machine is not recognizing which hoop is on
Hey,
there.
Lori,
You could always do it with no fabric or anything in the hoop
do you
just
mind
to
grabbing
see.
me the sweetest pie pillow?
But yeah.
Thank you. Ooh, Lori looks so pretty today. Okay, we have so many kits coming. The jelly kits, those, we'll have one to show you probably tomorrow, and then we'll put those up for sale. I just did a couple more. We have some more of these. So this is the sweetest pie design. So this is the sweetest pie bench pillow. You know, anyone who loves pie, you love pie. We all love pie. Watch out, there's a pin on the
Jeannie
bottom.
loves pie, but there's no more pie in our
No more
lives.
pie for me. Oh,
And no more Mickey D's.
Mickey D's is my treat, Betty, but I'm not doing it anymore. No more Mickey D's for me. So if you need the kit, this is the fabric kit. So we have some of these in stock right now, and we make like 8 at a time, then we make 8 at a time, and then we make 8 at a time. We have Candy Cane Lane. We have, so most of the kits we have. Anyways, we like to kind of keep those in stock, so we're gonna put that away too. What did I want to show you? Okay, I keep coming back to this. If you want to start purchasing this stuff, it's OESD, and tomorrow I'll show you the bonus designs. I want you to put it in your notes. Just put, because some of these are pre-orders, which bonus design that you're, maybe they don't even show those until September starts. But, and I'm going to try and do them and kit them all. We'll see how it goes. This is going to be the pumpkins. Then we have, Judy C said she made these and that they are so cute. We have a really cute Ben Artex gingerbread kind of shimmery fabric. Hopefully I can do these too. I used to do every single one of them. This is the freestanding bridge. So this is the bridge. Instead of a haunted house, this is what they did. It's so adorable. I should get all of ours out. All right. This is the cutest. I think we have the design up. There's a thread kit too. So we'll put the thread kit. So what counts towards your purchase, it's any OESD product, including Isacord. So anything that you're buying, OESD, it should be for September. So starting in September, although I will take your pre-orders too and just say what design you want to apply it for. This is going to be the new tiling scene. I will take some fabric home tonight and I will start stitching this. I'm going to throw this on my 10 needle. A lot of times when I do a tiling scene on my 10 needle, it turns into a weekend project, but this is probably going to be pretty stitch intensive.
That looks so stitch.
Isn't it cool?
Intensive.
I love the little village.
The
little village down on the bottom.
Is mostly fabric.
I know. Yeah, hopefully they don't cover that up because that won't be that bad. Okay, here is, if you've done their, they have a village, and this is the house that is in the village this year. It is called the Freestanding Bed and Breakfast. And I think all of these are up. I don't know if I have them on the promotions page. What I really loved is if you do not want to do the white version, they have, oh, look at this version.
What's the
Is
best
that
way
so cute?
for folks to buy OESD? Like, OESD has a very good affiliate program. So if you are using our affiliate link, we always appreciate that. OESD's is robust and we love that.
Yeah,
If
they
we
take
have it
care of
in
the retailer.
If we have it in stock, is that like for Margaret, like a local customer, if we have it in stock, is it worth coming in and seeing if we have it in stock?
It depends. Like if you want the digital download, you know, I check it at night. I'll check on the weekend and I'll send it as soon as I see it up there. And if you want it like instantly, like if you buy it online and it's during the workday, you can always call and be like, hey, I just bought that online. Do you think you can put it through? And I'd be happy to do that for you. Otherwise, you might wait a couple hours. You might do it in the morning and I might not see it until the evening. So, but you can always go online too, because they give us a percentage of the sale. So if there's something that you're chomping at the bit for and you know we don't have it, you could do it. If you don't mind going through our affiliate link, they toss us a commission from everything that you go through our affiliate link. And they are probably our most generous vendor that we work with in terms of our commissions with them.
So Kim, you wouldn't need a new embroidery arm. It's like a $25 sensor that takes about 20 minutes to put it in. So if they're charging you an arm and a leg, call them out. But it's, the repair should be $100 or less. And but try another hoop just to see what's going on. Like the fact that everything's off by a quarter inch sounds a little bizarre.
I didn't know that. The class code, you only have a year. Really? That's good to know. Did you guys see that? So you have a year access. Did you guys already talk about that?
We haven't.
So you have a year access, and that's something I love about the classes we have here because they're hosted on YouTube. As long as YouTube allows it to be hosted, you will have access to that forever. So keep that in mind. If you do those, don't let it sit on the shelf. You better do your class. Did I even answer Margaret's question? Just you get it here or get it through the affiliate link. Either is great for us. So
Scissor tail stitches is great. I think that's another OESD product, and their stuff is solid.
Yeah, love them. Oh, Christmas. Okay, you can absolutely do any tiling scene on your luminaire. The reason I do them on my 10 needle is because I can walk away. I can program it and do hours of stitching. But I did the first 2 tiles of Boo Manor were done on my Avenir. And it was, I stitched it. I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. I haven't done this in a while. And it was really fun to do it on there. So yeah, it's one of those things where I would have another project. So if you're piecing, set up one machine, do your piecing on that, and then do your tiling scene. Just because it's going to be a labor of love. The tiling scenes are a labor of love. Are you kidding? You know what? I'm going to try to kit everything because, that's what, Lori goes, what? We're going to start with the pumpkins. I want to stitch it out first and make sure the fabric that I'm going to give you is going to be enough. And, God willing, I will do every single one of these because I normally do all of them. It's just taken more time for me to think about how to do it most effectively and efficiently, and also doing it with my Scan-A-Cut because I really want to incorporate that. You do not need to. And then Michelle and I were talking about, I was like, you know what? I'm not doing all of this. I'm going to do the fiber form in there, but I don't know if I'm going to do everything else because I think the fiber form will offer enough support for the project. So I don't know if I'm going to do this stable stick on everything. I'm going to play around with it and see what you really, really need. Okay.
Down.
Where?
Are we going to go over
Oh,
8 feet?
wait. Let's finish. Here is the freestanding bridge. So there is a Halloween one. So instead of a gingerbread house, there is a gingerbread freestanding bridge. So cute. I mean, this is something you could make for the grandkids too, and they could kind of play with it. Just be like, be gentle, please. And then that's it. There are other designs. I just showed you. These are my favorites. But the freebies that I will show you tomorrow that go with this for September, October, and November are so worth it. These are all on the site right now. They're all up at 20% off. Most of these are pre-orders. The pumpkins and the gingerbread houses are out, but most everything is at pre-order for right now.
They take care of us on Spree too, as long as it's
Yes.
for the affiliate or as long as we sell it.
Yes, please. If you're signing up for Spree, please go through us.
There is a new Brother 10 needle, which is really like an improvement on the old 10 needle. At some point, we'll cover all that. Today, we're hoping to do an unboxing and a demo
yes, this
on
afternoon.
the new top of the line
I'm
sewing
gonna
machine,
do
which
that
is
this afternoon from the store.
super exciting.
Okay, let's talk about feet. Yes, Miss Jenna, we will talk about some feet. So I did grab some stuff. I think I showed you quilt bar for the dual feed. There is also a quilt bar just for your regular sewing machine, and this actually pokes into the back of the ankle, the shank that holds your presser foot. So I love a quilt bar because it's so easy to give you parallel rows of stitching without having to mark and measure everything. One row, do one row of stitching and then use your quilt bar. So that's on there, and I'm just going to show you a couple of the things that I love. There are 2 open toe feet. There is a clear one, the open toe, and then there's this one. So just a metal and a clear one. They also call this candle wicking.
I prefer the metal one, and the reason is
It's metal.
people bring the plastic ones in, and the tip has broken off.
Yes.
It doesn't happen frequently, but if you use it a lot, there's like a
Yeah, plastic is gonna
plastic is plastic.
break before. Oh, the prices are like ridiculous. So
The
you
prices on the sale are great though. Like, and that's the thing, is like something like the SA-186, which retails for $58.99, is like, I think it's 50% off or greater than 50% off on the Brother sale.
This is a great deal. This is the 5-foot embellishment pack, which retails for $142.99, and I think the sale is maybe about $60. I think it's 60 some odd dollars for this. And what you're going to get in it is you'll get the stitch in the ditch foot. I'll just show you. So you're going to get the stitch in the ditch. Now the stitch in the ditch and the edge joining foot, they're similar, except what you get, I'm going to take them out of that. The flange on the stitch in the ditch foot is what makes the difference, and it's much longer on the stitch in the ditch foot. So they're almost identical, except you're going to see, do you see the flange on the stitch in the ditch foot? Because that's that magical piece that makes it, that keeps you in the ditch and ahead of the ditch too. So these are both in there. So you're going to have this stitch in the ditch. I got to be honest, sometimes when I can't find my stitch in the ditch, I use my edge joining and vice versa. I just kind of, I'm like, oh, what's that one? I'll just use that. And don't forget also, you don't need to use it for edge joining, taking two pieces and sewing them together. I use these all the time for top stitching. So it's going to have the roller foot in it. And it has, I mean, I like this roller foot because it's Teflon. So I feel like it's double duty. So the roller foot, so if you're working with any fabric, leather, you're working with something that's gummy or sticky, you can throw your roller foot on there that helps you kind of move along that fabric without sticking to it. Now you have that Teflon on this. You're going to have the gathering foot. So there's a gathering foot in here. So that's going to be part of this where you put the fabric.
Is just like a straight non-mechanical gathering foot. It's going to gather at every stitch.
And if you're interested in any of these, just go on YouTube and just type in Brother Gathering Foot. And you're going to see all sorts of videos and demos showing you how to use that foot. Because people have been like, can you show how to use? No, I can't. I don't have time. And even when I want to do it, I just go onto YouTube and I watch a video. YouTube's great, right? Teaches you everything. And then you're going to have to
pipe. Except for how to fix your machine.
You're going to have, oh, I've seen some misinformation on there.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of misinformation, and a lot of people bring me machines in boxes, and we don't know where the screws go, and
yeah,
so you just have to beware.
Yeah, I watched, there was a guy who showed, like, it was obviously missed take-up lever, and he was like, this is tension. So, and then it has the piping foot, okay? So this is for your piping. You can run your piping in there and then put your needle on either side. Super cool foot. So this is called
What is the difference between piping and cording?
Cording is, if I understand it correctly, cording's the raw material, and then piping is like once it's pretty. I mean, that's what I think of it when I do it. Like we buy cording, which is the cord that goes inside, and then it's piping when it's like pretty and ready to go. I could be wrong. What do you think, Lori?
Covered cording is piping?
Yeah, is that it? Yeah, covered cording is piping is what we think here at A-1.
Okay, so we got to get to work.
Michelle's gonna talk about her favorite feet, and a lot of you that have been sewing with her have that foot already. Some of you have asked about, I mean, there's so many feet on there. Just look it up and do your research. Michelle's gonna come on over, and she's gonna talk about some of her favorite feet.
Yep. Good morning. So I had to look at the Brothers Sale because I hadn't looked at it yet. And I'm like, you guys, if you don't buy these feet now, you're crazy because they're the same feet that are on the supply list every single time.
Yeah.
So one of them that is my absolute favorite is this narrow zipper foot by Brother, okay? It fits both Brother and Baby Lock machines, so you don't have to ask that question. Here's what I love about it. It does not have a fat backside. So you don't have to take the zipper foot off and move it from side to side like the one that came with your machine.
Yes.
But what's even better about it, it's non-stick. So it means this one functions for fabric, this one functions for vinyl, this one functions for whatever thing you want to sew with the zipper foot. And the straight edge, so I like that the toe at the front is straight across and not pointed. Because I have one that has the same back, but it's pointed in the front, and it kind of wobbles all over because it doesn't have that pressure in the front that this one does. So this is foot number one. Foot number 2 and 3 are the bi-level foot. If you have not looked at the Brothers sale, that's a crazy price
I think it's
for
like
that.
$25.
Yeah, $28, I think.
Or $28.
Do you need both of them? Yes, you do. One has, so the bi-level foot in the Brothers series, why I like them, you can use this for quilt binding, but you can use it for so much more than just quilt binding. I also have the other bi-level foot. I think it's the baby lock one that's kind of flat and square. It can't do what these do. The toe is very deep. It's when it says bi-level, if you turn it maybe sideways like this, you can see it, that where the foot, there's a toe on the right and a toe on the left. What you can do with this is you can place that toe on the flat side of your seam, on the side that you want to top stitch on, which would be the heavier side. That would be the fat part of the foot. What happens is that toe can't jump that seam. It's stuck in there. So your top stitching is perfect. If you want to know how people get perfect top stitching, this is how they get it. They have a foot that does it for them. The other one I'm going to suggest is if your machine didn't have a new end foot, this is the end plus foot, then get one. Here's the difference. The one that came with most machines is shiny and it's got a shorter toe in here. The one that came, I think it was the upgrade 3 for the Luminaire, but it's available for any machine that has an end foot. That little piece of plastic there fits around your shank, and it keeps the stability of the end foot perfect for decorative stitching. Plus, my favorite part, it's got toes that are way longer than the original end foot. All right? And every time I would teach a class with decorative stitching, I would say, God, I wish the toes on the end foot were as long as the toes on the J foot. And why is this important? Because it's got that much more space that it has contact on your feed dogs while you're stitching. So it makes it easier for you to go straight. So the end foot, definitely, if your machine didn't come with one or it didn't come in an upgrade, get an end foot. And then the last
And it's
one.
non-stick too, right?
It's non-stick too. Yeah, thank you for reminding me of that.
Yeah.
It's also non-stick. So here, the first 4 feet that I just showed you are all non-stick.
Oh, and remember I was like, I don't know if this is non-stick
It is.
yesterday. I think what you see is the ones that are super shiny
Are
are
not.
not, and the ones that are matte finish are. And that's going to be all the ones that Michelle just showed you.
So, Julia, they are, any foot that will fit on a Brother machine will fit on a Baby Lock machine because they're really both Brother machines under the hood.
Yep.
So it's kind of and it actually does work. I think it doesn't really matter what the shank, because they're snap-on feet. But if your feed dogs aren't like wide, the 7mm wide, I don't think any of them don't have that anymore, do they? Maybe the lower end doesn't. It has still the 5mm feed dogs, 5mm wide.
Yeah, the 5mm aren't going to work with that.
Yeah, that would be the only thing. Is
Almost all of the
but
Baby
all of
Lock
them
and Brother
do.
machines.
They all have it now. And then the last one is definitely a non-stick foot, right? Everyone should at least have one of these in their arsenal. So I'm not sure what all the numbers are, but I found every single one of them on the Brother sale sheet at the store. I checked it before I came over just to make sure they were all on there, and they're all on there. So one's an N plus foot. The 2 are bi-level feet, bi-level left, bi-level right. Why do you need both? I'm a bag maker. I don't just sew quilt binding. So if all I ever sewed was quilt binding, I probably would only need the bi-level left. But since I do both bags and the other things, when you sew a strap, if you're new to bag making or something, anything that's had a strap, and you sewed your strap down one side across and then turned it and went down the other side, when you got done, you noticed that your strap twisted.
Or
And
like
that's
gets
because
the,
you're sewing fabric in opposite directions. So I use it a lot for strap making, because I can do one side, flip the foot off, put the new one on, and do the other side in the same direction, and that's what you want.
Yeah, Michelle said that to me, and I was like, "Oh, that totally makes sense," because I've done it.
Yeah,
and
we've
then
all
had
done
like
it.
a curve in my strap, and as soon as she said that won't happen, I was like, "Oh,
Well, not
all right."
Not only that, we don't know it because, we've pressed it. We've added all kinds of stuff to it. We've pressed it flat. We put bricks on it. We let it set with bricks for a day. Took the bricks off and it was still twisty, So
So those are, I mean, and Michelle uses these feet
They're
in
pretty much
all
on-
her class. So if you're going to be
You'll-
taking classes with Michelle, get these
you'll
feet.
always see these feet. Well, maybe not always the non-stick foot, but
Yeah.
I'm working on the cutest little jelly vinyl class, and
Oh, yeah.
Jeannie just handed me some more patterns yesterday. I'm like, I want to do all
And
the
wait
jelly.
till, oh, they're
want
so cute.
all the
do 'em
jelly
all.
vinyl.
We're going to do them all. They're
We're
so
gonna
cute.
do them all.
Betty had a really good question. This
Oh.
is not about the feet,
Okay.
but a lot of you have been asking about the patch class.
Oh, okay. So the first patch class that I did for the most recent was creating patches in Design Center, and I don't know what happened that day. I don't. There was gremlins or something back there, but I really struggled with all the technology. And those of you that know me know that I'm pretty good with technology, but it all went south. And then it was supposed to record to a hard drive, and it didn't. So I'm like, okay, it was a pretty rough class. We laughed a lot. So I, over the weekend, pre-recorded the class at home with my own stuff. And what's nice is I think that you'll appreciate the fact that it's kind of in segments. So when you begin to see where the blur in, blur out, happens, you can pause your device, and everything's kind of up close and personal. So I loaded that this morning, and as soon as I get a chance to do that, everyone that was in that first class, I'm going to go ahead and send you the pre-recorded version because there is no recording from that class that you took. But I think you're going to like this one better. What was nice is I remembered a lot of the questions that you asked during that first class, and so I did address them in the pre-recorded videos because you did have some great questions. And then for those of you that did not sign up and take that class, then we are going to list it as a class that you can just purchase and watch. And
So it'll be up.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
have the kits available for you if you still want to buy, if you want a kit from the class. And I do kind of always suggest that you get a class kit because in this case we used silk organza as a base in Design Center to create a patch that doesn't have fabric in it. I mean, literally, it doesn't have any twill. It doesn't have poly patch, anything like that. So it was fun, wasn't it, Sunny? It was fun because everything went wrong. You had to laugh, right? Because once it cascaded. But it was a lot of fun. So anyway, we used silk organza as a base. For those times where you want to make a patch out of an embroidery design and you want to use Design Center as your to create that base. And I had mentioned to Jeannie that I haven't spent that much time in Design Center in a long time because I'm a software girl. So I just do everything in software, and I forget how powerful Design Center can be as a tool for for creating. So I'm going to try to do more stuff, I think, in Design Center because it's kind of fun, So anyway, yeah, you should be getting an email. If some of you already emailed me, so I responded and sent you the link. And if you didn't, then if you were in the class, then I will be sending the link out to the pre-recorded for the class for everyone.
That's a light grunge.
I don't know. Okay, some people have asked the numbers for the feet that Michelle talked about. The narrow zipper is going to be SA208.
Oh,
The-
NorCal Quilter. Jeannie has located some. She may possibly have some silk organza
we'll
in the
have
store.
it. I don't have
We're
it
gonna
right
have
now.
it. It has to be silk. It can't be poly.
So the bi-level left foot is SA108. 104. SA104. That's your left. The right is going to be SA103. These are the ones I have in front of me, the Teflon. Just look up Teflon. You'll be able to find it up there. But those are going to be...
SA208.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are going to be the numbers for that. Jenna Coots asked about what's the difference between the Teflon and the Teflon roller. So
Wheels?
yeah. So a couple of things. I mean, just the shape of the feet are going to be completely different. And the Teflon roller has can you see that? It has wheels like Michelle's talking about.
So roller feet are great if you're going to sew on lightweight garment leather, if you're going to sew on vinyl. It's not always a really sturdy foot for fabric, but it can be. But if you're just, if you just want to sew on something thinner, then the regular nonstick foot works well as well. But definitely, if you're going to be doing a lot of vinyl, and you're going to be doing maybe some garment weight leather or suede, the roller foot enhances the movement of the foot, so you don't get those really short stitches, or you don't
Yeah,
get the
where
pile
it
up.
kind of drags or pulls the fabric in either direction. I think it'd be kind of like the rotary blade on the Scan and Cut, where it's just going to kind of roll across instead of a blade that might drag across.
Do any of those feet come in the kit? I think the roller foot does come in that kit, doesn't
When
it?
you say the kit, do
Is
these
this?
feet come in the kit? Yes. So the roller foot, the one with the the Teflon roller foot is the one that comes in the embellishment kit. So stitch in the ditch, roller, piping, edge joining, and gathering foot.
That was always a great setup for to kind of supplement the feet that came with your machine. That little
Yeah,
that
so
little
this is
kit.
kind of a good little kit to get. Has a lot of stuff in it at a really, really great price.
Cindy, there is places in the United States where you can find silk organza. So, yeah, there's a couple of different places. You just have to make sure you read the description and make sure it's all silk. Because poly's not
organza.
going to work, because when you burn the edges, you're going to shrink your patch. And when you put patch attach on the back, and then you try to adhere it, you're definitely going to, it's going to end up being a wad.
So Cheryl asked, did the new end foot come with the Avenir is what I think you mean.
I think
yes,
it did. Yeah.
It did come with the new Avenir. It also was part of upgrade 3 for the Luminaire and I guess is it the Luminaire and the Solaris?
Yes.
So if you did upgrade 3, you should have gotten the new N plus foot with your upgrade for upgrade 3, and it did come with the Avenir.
So the number for the kit is SA5 FTPKG.
Yes. Or if you just type in embellishment pack, that might be easier for you to remember. Embellishment pack, that is what this kit is called, the 5-foot embellishment pack. But yeah, that's the part number 2 if you want to get that. Okay? Any other questions about feet that you have for Michelle and I? If you have any other questions.
I'm a foot girl. You know, I have tons of feet, and the way I feel about it is I have the right foot to do the job. I don't really make another foot do something that I could have because that kind of makes your sewing fun when you have the right tools, right? So the right tools for the right project, I suppose. Yes, leather bags also for the rolling foot.
Oh, number for the... Okay, we got that.
Okay, we got
All
it.
right. Well, it sounds like we got everything. We're just going to be working to get your orders out. I'm trying to think if there's any big updates I have for you. I just got shipment for one of my Autumn Love fabrics, so I'm hoping those of you that are waiting for your Autumn Love kits, hoping those will be on time. The expected arrival date for all that fabric at Riley Blake was August 22nd. So I'm pleased to hear that one of those fabrics is on its way a little bit early to me. Yeah, I think you guys are
Okay,
good.
I think we
Have a
got
great day. Be creative.
Yep.
Make something awesome. We will see you tomorrow. Oh, and Kim Johnson. Kim Johnson said she already had the 12-foot foot kit. So I just went up to Patrick and he said, we'll do the giveaway tomorrow. But she was kind enough to say, give it away.